Oh, hello, I'm Colin Murphy, and tonight on the Blizzard of Odd we are totally bugged out. Crawly creatures everywhere, though not exactly right now, because I'd like to correct the people who think that me and my bugs are doing the show at this very minute here in my big bright bugosphere. No. Right now, me and my bugs are tucked up at home watching porn, while you and your bugs are at home watching this. Ah, who's that cheeky monkey? I'm an innocent insect. Get him out of here. Why, there's no escaping the TV cult of the creeping critter fritter. Dung beetle flavour. Nutty. The rabid Irish village that turned dog. Playboy bunnies play dirty doggies in another mangy mutt of a movie from Roger Corman's film kennels in Connemara. Ireland's collision culture. The musical. Old Ireland meets new as maths and leprechauns battle booze and techno in a brave new social commentary from our Dungaree laureate, Richie Kavanagh. And Limerick Gang Wars. It's probably the Gardaí's fault. Ennis filmmakers Starsky and Hutch, the Southwest crime problem, and yes, it's definitely the Gardaí's fault. But first, who'll own up to TV crime? We will, for one, in Bogglebox. If I could lay claim to even the merest of has-been, might-have-been, sucker to royal, sucked off a rock star, nearly married a slapper, used to have a game show pawn shop celebrity, I'd rather be stuffed with mashed maggots and spit roasted than sent to the lost land of Jungolia, the place where pop culture's most hopeless fantasists go to eat bugs. Hey, living, crawling creatures of the earth, so long as the world needs pawn shop celebs, you're banjacked. Now, time was you shagged a party girl or a comedian, you might catch the clap. These days you catch a Crawley brand of celebrity, not the kind of deified oat celebrity that seals you from life, but the kind that is only activated by attachment to a certain kind of TV programme franchise, and so exposes you to life that you have to shit bug eggs for mass entertainment, or be banished back to Nobodiesville. TV celebrity has become a parasitic infection.
I can't do it.
You can.
Help.
You can.
I can't do it.
Play along now. Vic Reeves' wife, not a celeb. A celebrity in law, maybe. But Vic Reeves' wife when I'm a celebrity, a major star with a tick-infested anus to prove it. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is TV that connects the professional idiot with the casual moron. It boasts nightly audiences of 10 million, and 10 million lemmings can't be wrong. But is there really enough bug-chewing fun to be had in Jungolia to make it stretch over 10 hours of TV viewing a week? That's way too much time for one jungle full of itchy-arsed nobodies to fill.
I want to go home. Listen, look.
Okay, right, so what else?
Hey, come on. Come on.
I thought I was going to be able to do this.
Does anything else happen?
You're
I
doing
can't
it all
physically
tomorrow.
do it.
Exactly.
I've got no strength left.
Exactly. Look.
This is really starting to repeat on me. 9 hours, 59 minutes and 30 seconds left to fill here, people.
First of all, let's talk about your relationship.
Okay. With who or
With
what?
your stomach.
Oh, with my stomach.
Editor of a national newspaper reduced to dealing with people's bowel problems.
Okay, so that was interesting-ish. Interesting-ish.
So, do you know you can have up to 5-year-old feces in your intestines, in your colon?
Well, I better sing happy birthday to them then, hadn't I?
See, constipated people, they don't give a shit. Sorry, make that constipated people. We don't give a shit.
This fella's called arachnoid, okay?
And, oh, it bugs us every year. Pat Kenny on the Toy Show coming crashing through your TV like a CIE goods train full of broken stuff. No, this year he came stumbling out of a laundry hamper like your tipply old Funkle, farting out the after stink of 2 whole bottles of Blue Nun. Funkle, yeah, that'll be Uncle with a F. The Toy Show, as always, was RTE's seasonal festival of connecting the toy industry directly to their commercial prey, or showing 8-year-old bits of moulded tat made by other 8-year-olds in Indonesia.
This is Poorly Poppy.
Poorly Poppy.
She's a sick little girl who's in bed all the time. And
Sick? It gets sicker year on year. What next? My little leukemia victim? But as usual, there were prizes to sweeten the pill.
Particularly for guys like you who like Spider-Man, okay? And I have one for each of you guys. Yeah, terrific. And I have one for every member of the audience.
Is that all? On the toy show, the quality of the freebies are inversely proportional to the blatant idiocy of the audience. What's wrong? Have you run out of cars, cheapskate? For dressing up like that on national TV, I'd want a Lamborghini. 2 Lamborghinis and a new face.
Saw there.
A circular saw.
A circular saw, yeah, and a wood turner which I got Stevens.
Okay, do you want to sit down?
At last, the perfect Santa gift to hack your baby brother's hand off with.
They won't touch you.
No.
I don't recommend it, but I'm just saying that it's not dangerous.
Yeah.
We guarantee children will make that dangerous. Children and drunk men can make anything dangerous. Seriously, leave a drunk man in a room with a DVD player, I guarantee he'll either break it or shag it. Either way, it will become attached to him.
And up to 2 hours of MP3 music. And look at it. In your pocket. Gone.
Is he teaching the children of Ireland how to shoplift?
How many of the audience are fans of Barbie? How many are fans of Bratz?
Now, the toy show, predictably, was full of choice Funkle moments. Barbie versus Bratz. Right, so it's the tweeny version of the great Blur versus Oasis question.
They're very useful when your friends come over and you can have lots of fun with them.
But can't you do the same with Barbie? You take off Barbie's clothes.
Take Barbie's clothes off. Really, Funkle Pat, is that a wise thing to admit to? At least you now know the exact meaning of the word Funkle.
So, who's your favourite Brat? Do you have a favourite, Jack?
Chloe.
Chloe. As it happens, do you know what I have here? I want to show you this, girls.
But what's this? Could Funkle Pat finally be making a connection with his Funkle teenies?
Heard that is Chloe. Isn't she super?
Bet you'd love that, wouldn't you?
She's the biggest brat I've found.
Oh, she'd love that giant brat. They'd both love it. And he's going to give it to them both.
Yeah. Going to take her home with me tonight, girls.
What? He's keeping it all for himself. What's he going to do with it? I don't want to know. He's not Funkle Pat at all. He's a grotesque marriage of Alan Partridge and Bad Santa. I'm sorry, Bad Santa. I didn't believe in you until now. That's the reason Bad Santa's so jolly, though. He knows where all the bad dollies live. He is the master of Zing Zang Zoom. Oh, I stand corrected. He is the lord of the broken things. Broken? Tick.
A jigsaw. I'm sure someone bent it.
Knackered? Tick.
Actually, stop. Switch off the fan. Because it's twisted here.
Broke it himself? Double tick.
Okay, start inflating. 1, 2, 3.
We are watching people counting on post-watershed TV, for the love of God. Broken. By the time the obligatory purple dinosaur ambled on, my spirit was broken, and so was his, poor chap. He's befuddled in an honest 2-year-old kind of way. Why can nobody else in the room see that the purple dinosaur is crap? And, as usual, the toy show played the class and gender cards beautifully.
I got this book and it's named Spiderwick Chronicles.
You are a nice middle-class boy, so you will do reading and perhaps grow up to be a great author or a TV producer.
And this one here, what does this do?
Oh, this puts the colour in your hair. See, it's not very good for dark hair.
You are a funny Dublin girl. You'll be a hairdresser and peddle a good line in world weariness on the Joe Duffy Show.
How long is that going to stay on my arm?
A month. 2 months.
No.
I'm only buzzing with you 2 days.
But if a brat is just a younger, taller Barbie with odder dress sense, it must irk Kenny that his Barbie is so thoroughly replicated by a brat every Saturday night on RT1. The Late Late and Tubridy Tonight. Same shit, different smell. Though we couldn't see Ryan, I think I'm Conan O'Brien, Tubridy, doing the toy show. He'd rather die than dress casual. And besides, you couldn't have kids in his studio. They might jump out of the window and land 26 stories down, splat onto Madison Avenue. Stick your head out of the window there, Conan, huh? Give us a better look at that Manhattan skyline. Watch out for the low-flying pigs. What I'm waiting for as my Christmas treat is that inevitable TV moment when Irish TV chatter smugly eats itself. Kenny appears on Tubridy. Oh, don't think that's not Tubridy's moistest fantasy. Conan the Librarian versus Bad Santa. Tubbs and Ken, the charisma men, joisting their personalities through the medium of feeble anecdote and uncomfortable snigger. Oasis versus Blur? I don't think so. Kajagoogoo versus Haircut 100? I plan to be out that night. I may never come home. But Pat's been straying very far from home of late. Last week he made a shock guest appearance on FX UK's gruesome series, World of Pain.
I would have thought that the injuries caused by this would have been so great that he wouldn't have survived.
And there he is, plank, plonked where you'd least expect him. And that's the sign of a good chat show host, isn't it? The ability to shock an audience without actually killing him.
In fact, the wood came out remarkably easily.
Removing plank from the shank of the poor unfortunate viewer proved relatively easy. Removing Pat from the scarred psyches of the nation's children could prove harder. Broken, broken, scarred, broken, ooh, forever afraid of funkles. When this epoch-defining slice of Me TV aired on BBC Three a few weeks back, people reportedly left their homes in mid-programme to buy widescreen TVs so they could see all of Michael Flatley's head. We can't vouch for the authenticity of his tan, and we're only half sure that he bikini waxes, but we can confirm that only on our 66-inch home cinema plasma screen does Michael Flatley's head become actual size. Michael Flatley, King of Clubs, told a story of a retiring man who kept quiet about his vast business interests.
We're in a lot of different areas. We're in a lot of different areas in entertainment and a lot of different businesses, and I really can't tell you that. You'll appreciate that I don't talk about business.
Was this really the Michael Flatley we Irish knew and were slightly embarrassed by?
You hear the stories about the 10 butlers or the insane collection of hat stands, or he spends a lot of time in seclusion.
Of course we knew about the hat stands. Didn't they almost marry one?
He's got a diversified portfolio. This man isn't just in leisure, that's to say that's where he came from. But when you see someone suddenly going into commodities, actually into mining...
But what we didn't know was the full extent of Flatley's world domination. Here he was, presented as a kind of grasping Dr. No, or Dr. No-Taste, intent on ruling the globe by sheer force of will.
He bought an area of the Chile. The natives of the country maintain their original culture. He's keeping the modern world away from it.
He had monikered UFOs secreted in deepest Jungolia, mining for bug-eating celebs to feed the planet's bug-eating celeb cravings. He had pool parties to rival Hugh Hefner.
I've been up to a couple parties, actually. Oh, I had a blast. Had a blast. A wonderful experience.
He's glamorous, that one.
He was planning an Irish casino in Vegas where virgins would be sacrificed to the great god of Guinness every half hour.
It'll be full to the top, and every half an hour, a young lady comes out, and she's 30 feet or 40 feet over the Guinness in an Irish Airlines outfit, and she takes off the outfit into her little bikini and dives into the pint.
He was secretly the owner of some of the world's naughtiest nightclubs.
How are you doing well? Feeling good tonight?
And even director of a whole host of very naughty films.
Michael's early work was part of the avant-garde movement. He collected archive and pre-shot footage, experimenting in order to create his own unique story.
Holy St. Vitus! Had we known nothing about this guy after all these years? Actually, although Flatley's plans to open his new Guinness-themed casino were reported as fact in some newspapers, Michael Flatley, King of Clubs, was an elaborately executed hoax, a very professionally structured spoof documentary that told us less about Flatley the porn king and more about Flatley the king of deadpan.
I want two girls stark naked, painted in gold, standing at the door. Do you know what I'm saying? That they have that wow factor, but yet in a classy way.
He carried off the whole thing with a kind of note-perfect insouciance that made Kevin Spacey look like a Fair City extra. Pity, really, because his clubs look like fun in a Carlsberg boy heaven kind of way. But of course, Carlsberg don't do nightclubs, and neither, as it turns out, does Flatley. Carlsberg don't do TV either, but if they did, it would probably be the crassest, fartiest, most sexist TV show in the world. But they have that already on Comedy Central in the US, in The Man Show, which has been picked up by cable channel FX-TV for a first run in Europe. The Man Show is Comedy Central's offering to the testosterone adult segment of white America, with the humour unapologetically hinged around toilet jokes and getting laid.
When I wake up in the morning, I have two things: a bowl of cereal and a boner. Not necessarily in that order.
Co-hosted by comedians Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel, it's a kind of Skinner and Badil crossed with TFI Friday crossed with hormonally inverted girly show. The studio portions are bookended by tongue-in-cheek videotape feature segments, and hey presto, a funny show that boys like to watch.
You wake up with an erection every day. Shouldn't your breakfast cereal celebrate it? Dig in to the great new taste of Corn Flakes.
I think her G-string's caught in my teeth.
Corn Flakes, now with marshmallow horror. And the joy surprise in every box.
And a show that successfully combines sport and comedy definitely gets my vote.
A salute to women in sports. 1984, the Summer Olympics. Zola Budd tripped Mary Decker during their classic 5,000-meter race.
Here, boy. Oh, you rascal. Life. It's like this. Sometimes you're the dog, sometimes you're the lamppost. Sometimes you're the dog and the lamppost. And when that happens, trust me, you're in deep doggy doo-doo, aren't you? Oh. Wolfhound is a curious little creature feature from the Roger Corman Kennel of Horror in Connemara. It tells the waggedy tale of an American writer who moves back to the family homestead to write a book and finds doggies that do-do in the most startling of ways. Somebody call the RSPCA now. From the very beginning, you just know that there's a hungry pawn shop celebrity ready to pounce in this film. I'm a celebrity dung beetle, get me out here! But in Wolfhound, we've got a US dime store celeb in the form of Playboy's Playmate of the Year 1995, Julie Cellini, who plays, let's face it, an unlikely dog, albeit a dog in human form. Stay with me now. We've got a bunny playing a doggy, a dung beetle in peril, a probable bestiality case, and we're only 5 minutes in. Star Julie, who was also Playboy's Miss February 1994 and appeared in Playboy's popular videos like Wet n Wild and Cheerleaders, plays a strapping village lass from the makey-up village of Wolf's Head, County Galway, who's never been outside the county, never mind the country.
Don't go.
Our ways may seem a little strange at first, but we're still your family.
I said she's never been outside the country. All Connemara girls speak like that. It's 'cause of all of them T.G. Caher westerns. Now, Julie is a poor girl who only owns one nightdress, which she wears on her night rambles round the bogs, but never indoors. She is also the only innocent peasant girl in Connemara to have a well-tended Brazilian. Who'd have thought? After Julie's 5th or 56th indoor scene, you finally realise that Wolfhound is only nominally about a village of 5 or 6 extras from Ross na Ruin who can turn into wolfhounds. Oh no! It's actually about a Playmate of the Year who wants to act, but can't, and ends up modelling her breasts in several Irish Film Board funded outhouse locations instead.
I can help you find your true form, but you're going to have to find your own way back.
Our writer-hero discovers that he too is part dog by birth, and bunny doggy Julie is a girl who must reintroduce him to his rightful nature.
This time, I have to wear them.
At least 50% of the movie's sex is of the chained and shackled filthy variety, and at least 50% of the movie is sex. So this is what the Irish Film Board is funding these days. Multimedia girly calendars, which don't know if they're meant to be for Hugh Hefner or the Kennel Club. Our dog boy hero eventually wrests himself from the huge paws of his dog mate of the year and consults the local genealogist Curehead about his ancestry.
Now, let's see what we can find, shall we?
No, the parish records tell me nothing. And lo, the children of the dog, blah, blah, blah. That's what it says, look, blah, blah, blah. Should it say woof, woof, woof? Just a technicality. I'm being picky, I know.
Go and pick them up. They belong to your daddy.
Wolfhound also boasts a cameo from an emaciated Louis Walsh and the best bit of diddly Irish pseudo-porno scripting ever.
I know who you are. Last time I saw you, you were lying there in the store, pulling at your willy like a bit of elastic.
In the end, it all gets a bit silly. When Dog Boy's doggy lover finds herself a bisexual border collie to form a kind of ménage à trois. Look, does he have a license for both or either of them? Ooh, you're coming home with me. Oh yeah, look at those eyes. I'm gonna ride you. Okay, so Wolfhound's not going to win any prizes at the Canine Film Festival, and neither is this, except for maybe the prize for most succinct film title of the year. The film is structured as a kind of homage to the brilliance of 1970s cop series Starsky and Hutch. I say homage, what I mean is pathetically lame-arsed attempt to ape the cops and car chase genre. But hell, at least these guys aren't going about spending your money on porn. The filmic fabulists who made the film are actually 4 game lads from Ennis
who tell us that the success of the film debut has helped them to move from jobs in the telesales sector to jobs in the security sector. Well done, lads. Keeping that downward trajectory, and soon you'll be working in RTE. In the film, the lads struggle to make sense of the southwestern criminal drug running scene, give up trying and decide to just have a good laugh instead. Hey, good move, boys. Wish more Irish filmmakers had your sense of perspective.
So, cousin, what brings you to my house after all these years? Well, the reason is because it's a box of contraband, which I imported to the docks several days ago. Fantastic! Let's celebrate with some pills!
At the heart of the film is a drug-running gang of two from Holland, or somewhere in Europe where accents have a Flemish inflection. Maybe Flemland. Anyway, the two criminal pillheads set about thwarting the police at every hand's turn, but our police force is unthwartable.
With all our investigations, Seamus, we're going nowhere. Jesus, it's true. There's only one thing for us. To fight the Dutch, we must become Dutch.
Not too Dutch now, boys. You know where that can lead. Oh, yeah.
Luke, you're on the force. When you find the big Mitsubishi, you will find the man you seek.
The film twists and turns through some motor industry non-sequiturs until we reach a showdown worthy of a Pixar epic. The Pillheads versus the Unthwartables.
You're going down now.
Finally, the Pillheads are brought up before one of Limerick's famous bin-top courts to hear judgment passed on their crimes against the accent profession.
Before we begin, would you like to say anything?
Please, smoke a spliff with me.
All right. Fuck, my head is wrecked.
Number one, spliff, yes?
Judge Town, have you reached a verdict? I have. I find the defendant guilty of not. Fact.
Splendid!
Justice done or justice corrupted? I'm not sure. But I am sure of this. If you live in the Limerick area, beware the big Mitsubishi.
In the UK, they have Little Britain to chart the fancies and foibles of a nation riven by class, sexual perversion, and the tragic cancellation of Top of the Pops. In Ireland, we have the sketchmatic brilliance of Big Richie, whose Ireland, the musical, tells the tale of one nation no longer under one groove. In the slow groove, there's mass and the old ways.
On Sunday we'd all go there to pray. We never did miss Mass upon a Sunday.
On the other hand, there's, hang on, Richie, what about the sad verse? The one about the court cases and fallen attendances and the dancing priest going mental? No. Richie keeps his sad verses for the futile soullessness of the modern Irish dating scene.
I am a small farmer living here all alone, and I wish I had a little woman in me own. Tom Cruise, I wish I looked like you.
Take heart, Richie. Being hitched isn't so great. 50% of marriages end in divorce these days, and the other 50% will end in death. No, God gave Richie a penis and a brain, but not enough blood to run both at the same time. So that huge riser in the blankets there would explain Richie's above-the-neck feelings. Like he thought telling the world this would be a good idea. No matter how modern the concept.
Me father was a fairy, me mother a banshee. That's why when I was born, I was a leprechaun, you see.
Your father was a fairy. Well, it's not biologically impossible. Did he have any other distinguishing features, Rich?
Me father had a fairy bush and a great big fairy ring.
He had a fairy ring. Well, that'd follow all right. Probably prolapse. Now, Ireland, the musical, isn't just about mass and women and fairies. It's about 500 other aspects of Irish life as well, like booze.
So when I wake up, yeah, I know I'm going to be the man who wakes up next to you.
Oh, terrifying thought.
And I would drink 500 pints, and I would drink 500 more, just to be the man who drank 1,000 pints to fall down at your door.
Richie gets techno and blotto there, all at the same time. Could he really sink 500 pints? Or would 500 pints sink him? Yes, Richie says it all. And more in Ireland, the musical. Out now in a video store near you. Yeah, boy, yeah. We leave you tonight with a small tribute to a man who is my last living hero. But if you're under 30, you probably won't remember the septic-mouthed firebrand that was Richard Pryor.
Right, my father died fucking.
He did. My father was 57 when he died, right? And the woman was 18. My father came and went at the same time.
Pryor was the first person I ever heard use the word fuck as a noun, verb, adverb, pronoun, participle, subparticiple, a proper name.
Hello, next